place on fire. Let's get high. Yeah. Get a little bit of gasoline. Welcome to another crime scene. Yeah, I'm gonna set your place on fire. Yeah. Get a little bit of gasoline. Yeah. Get a little bit of. Yeah. Get a little bit of. Yeah. Get a little bit of gasoline. Welcome to another crime scene. Yeah. Get a little bit of gasoline. Welcome to another crime scene.
What is good, fam? What is good? Salute to everybody that came in the building. You know, this is not my usual time, but I gotta get in whenever I can fit in with these boxes, though. But salute to everybody. We're just gonna get into this interview. I'm not gonna keep it for a long time. Without further ado, pro debut, second round knockout. Keith Cologne in the building. What is good with you, sir?
Ain't nothing. Everything good. How about you?
We good. We is good. We is good. We is good. Glad to see you. How you been doing since the fight?
I've been training, still in the gym, working, preparing for my next fight. So everything's still good.
That's what's up. I don't know where that banging just came from. I don't know if you hear that, but
Nah,
pardon me. I don't know what they're doing downstairs. But we're just gonna get in. We're just gonna get right into this interview. I'm not trying to keep you for a long time, but why did you choose boxing, or did boxing choose you?
um, I chose boxing. It was more so I had options growing up. I was playing a lot of different sports. I was playing baseball, basketball, football. So like, it just got a point in time where like I was just, as I'm growing up, certain sports just I fell out with certain sports for, whatever reason, and it was between boxing and another sport, and I chose boxing. I just been sticking with it ever since.
That's what's up. So, how did your family respond to your talent as a fighter?
Growing up or now?
Both.
Growing up, I mean, it was regular. Boxing is just like saying, like fighting in general is something that like my uncles always like did, or like when we had holidays, uh, I'll put the gloves on with my uncles. Like growing up, I'll be fighting my cousins. So it was always like within our family. But once I took it upon as a sport, it was just the same thing as I did with basketball, baseball. It's just my mom, she didn't necessarily like it because she's like in the medical field, so she was like, "Nah, that's just not the best thing to do. I won't want my son to be doing that." So it was more so like that.
I understand that. It's tough, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad they let you follow your dreams though, because that's really
Right.
tough growing up and thinking that you in the wrong field and thinking that that's why you got all this pressure and you feel the way you feel every day. Average people go through this every day. So I'm glad they let you follow your dreams and they see that you're talented now. So how do they feel about it now? They cool about it 100% now? Your mom's is fine?
Nah, my mom still feel the same way. She like the second you don't want to box, let me know. Like,
That's how she's supposed
oh
to be though. That's good. She's supportive though. In
yeah,
both
she
wherever happens. That's what's up. That's what's
right.
up. Um, what or who keeps you motivated through like hard workouts or just in general of having the lifestyle as a boxer?
What keep me motivated is the idea of like where I can be, and how I could change like my family's future and also my future. That's just the main thing that keep me motivated. The main thing that keep me going is just I could see now like what's obtainable. At first, I was just doing it, just for self defense and because I was just getting better and better every day at it. But now it's more like it's more so the bigger picture. It's like I feel like I'm blessed with an opportunity, and in order for me to get that opportunity, I gotta just keep doing what I've been doing is just working harder than the last day out that I went to the gym.
Right. You ever well, I would say do you consider yourself of what people would generalize and call a gym rat? Would you call yourself that?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you could say I'm a gym rat. You could say I'm a gym rat. The reason why I just be like iffy about it is because you got some people that really just focus on boxing 24/7. And me, I'm one of those people where it's like I work so hard in the gym, so when I'm out the gym, I don't want to think about the gym. You know, it's like I work hard, work hard. Now, all right, now it's time to me just not to focus on the gym right now. So that's why I'm like gym rat. But yeah, I go to the gym every day, sometimes 7 days out the week, especially if I got a fight coming up. If I'm not doing that and I'm bored, I'm going to the gym.
Right. Well, that's why they call it a lifestyle, right?
Right.
Right. How many times would you like to fight in a year? I see a lot of up and comers fight probably 5, 6, 7 times, 8 times within a year. How many times would you like to fight?
Yeah, but this year is already like halfway through, so I really want to try to get in 3 to 4 more fights before the year, and just to stay going into the next year already with fights under my belt, already comfortable in the ring, and by like by January next year or even December, I don't want to be fighting 4 rounds. I feel as though as it goes on longer, the 6 and 8 rounds, I get better. So I want to immediately, jump into like the 6 rounds, 8 rounds, and so by like next year January, I'm looking to just start doing that as well. So
In the gym, do you spar for like longer than 3 minutes, or work out for
yeah,
longer than 3 minutes and stuff like that?
yeah. Every like training is different. Sometimes it's no clock when we train. My coach, he got a different style of training. It's different. It's meant for like fighters to not get comfortable. It's meant for us to be uncomfortable. It's meant for us to like mentally break barriers within ourselves. Like when you physically want to quit or when you hit that certain wall, is like his training regimen is meant to just for us to mentally just push through it. So
Yeah.
your training looks different. Time, clock, everything.
How does it feel though? Like being your first pro debut on Top Rank on ESPN on a loaded, I would say a loaded card of a lot of up and comers also that was on the card. I mean, I was at that fight and I was right there by you and I couldn't get a picture with you. Like people was talking to you, they was in and out. They were
Yeah.
if you wasn't if somebody wasn't snapping something at you, they were talking to you. It was like it was a lot going on. So I mean, how do you like it so far? You know what I mean? Because it's only gonna get worse. It's only gonna get
Yeah,
worse.
nah. It's only, I mean,
It's
I
only
say,
gonna
I
get
say it's
worse.
only gonna get better. That's how I look at it. It's only gonna
Yeah,
get better.
yeah,
You know.
yeah.
I mean, I enjoy it. It's just crazy. I was just talking about this in the gym. It's crazy to just see myself on a big screen. Like even that. Like when I first walked out, the first thing I did, I looked up. I'm like, oh, like we really had. I'm seeing myself on a big screen. Uh, After my fight, somebody was like, "Yo, they just posted the knockout on Twitter." I'm like, "Nah, you lying." Then I look, I'm like, "Oh." So this is like
Oh yeah.
seeing myself, how I seen people before me, like all of the great fighters that came before me. It's just like, dang, wow, now I'm watching myself do it. It really feel like I'm living in a dream. So
Mm,
it's a blessing.
wow. 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 I bet it's millions of people that would want to be in your shoes. And I bet it's a
For
millions
sure.
of people that's gonna be looking up to you, if not right now. Man, yo. This is an entertaining moment. Well, and the whole fight when I was watching it, I really like watching how fighters throw their punches. I like punch placement. I like the punches that fighters select at certain times. And man, one thing that I always say is a lot of fighters need to go to the body more. They need to throw more uppercuts. And man, did you give me what I asked for in that fight? Your
Yeah.
uppercuts had a little circle on them though. Like you was some of your uppercuts you was going like this with it. I was like, hold up, yo. And then you threw like 6 uppercuts in a row and ended the fight. I was like, yo, cuz it's
Yeah.
serious, man. That's some highly entertaining stuff. I've always been a fan of knockouts. You gave me everything I asked for in 2 rounds, man. I applauded that. It was really entertaining. But
Thank you.
I see
Appreciate
that you
that.
sure I didn't even give you a chance to respond to. I kept talking, my
Nah,
bad.
nah, I appreciate that.
But as far as promotion goes, who would you like to get signed to? As far as the
Um,
way they promote their fighters.
I necessarily don't care who I'm signed to. I just want somebody I just whoever like honestly best fits my plan. My team's plan because you can have the best team, but if you don't fit in the team, then it just won't work. So I feel as though whoever has the same vision, whichever promotional company is open minded, to not only put what they want, but what we need, because there's certain steps to is building a superstar, especially if a person got certain attributes. It's like, all
Mm-hmm.
right, we got to take a certain route. So I just feel like whatever promotional company is open minded enough to listen to us, I feel like that's the company that we'll go with. Just because it's gotta make sense.
Now, I wanted to ask this question, uh, but as far as like everything that you've been through the amateurs, the Olympics, and everything, uh, is there any like sparring or anybody that you fought back then that you would love to see in the pros from for one reason or another?
Anybody that I thought that I would want to fight in the pros.
Yes.
Uh,
In particular that you already probably or even had sparring with and it got ugly or a little nasty or a fight that you had in the amateurs that you would love to have now in the pros that you
yeah, nah,
already
it's one person that I do. I ain't gonna say his name because I'm
it's
saying
always one with
yeah,
everybody.
nah, yeah, it's definitely one person. But I'm gonna really say whoever win like the gold medal in my weight class, I definitely would want to fight him in the pros just because it's
Mm,
just like the Olympics was a dream route that I wanted to take. It was definitely like something that I wanted to check off the list that I didn't get a chance to. So by me beating, the Olympian of my weight class, then it just, it'll fulfill that like, oh, all right, yeah. Like even though I didn't get to check that off the list, I still got bond. I still made it business.
yeah. I feel that. I feel that you don't have to name no names because I'm gonna find out who won the gold. I'm gonna find out who you talking about. But who did you learn the most from out of just sparring them? What did you learn the most from this fighter out of anybody you sparred ever in your lifetime? Who would you learn the most from?
Dang. See, I sparred a lot of champions, but I have to say, um, I'll say Cool Boy Steph for sure.
That's what's
You know, because he taught me that like we got when you in the pros and you fighting like longer amount of rounds and
mm-hmm.
you're doing multiple rounds, not just doing 3 rounds, 4 rounds, you're doing 6 and 8 rounds. It's it's not all about being active. You could turn it up, you could turn it down. If you have your moments throughout the round, you could win fights. So it's just not all about how many punches a person land. Nah, it's just about picking your moments, picking when to fight, picking when not to fight. Um,
Mm,
a lot of fighters they don't understand that, but sparring him, I had to understand it because I noticed he just like took the whole first round off. I'm like, dang, he probably threw like 3 punches, and I'm over there doing. But then once we in the second round, his energy and my energy is at two different levels because he took the first round off. So I'm like, oh, I like that. So now when I go back and spar him again, I'm gonna do the same thing he did. I'm taking the first round off. We could both take the first round off. So it's just like learning from people like that with a high IQ that really understand boxing and understand that it's not just about throwing punches. You know, those be the best type of sparring.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. I know sparring. I know when you fight somebody, you learn more about them than what you did have than what you do having a conversation. So that's what's up, cool boy stuff. I wouldn't even thought you would have said that. I seen your IG and know you sparred a lot of different people. So yeah, that was kind of a hard question. But who'd you grow up watching?
Uh, I grew up watching just the greats. I grew up watching, like, when I first came into the game of boxing. You know, only people that I knew was the most notable people: Floyd Mayweather. At the time, it was also Andre Ward, Pacquiao. I didn't know too many of the up and coming guys. The only one that I really knew was Shakur because he was from my city, so I knew about him. You know, when he was in the amateurs.
Mm-hmm.
But really, just I really watched a whole bunch of the greats: Ricardo Lopez, James Toney,
Yeah.
Pernell Whitaker, Julio Cesar Chavez, Meldrick Taylor, like all of the greats that people done, you know, like everybody that was somebody I watched and I took something from them.
I want to ask you a question that Shakur Stevenson says that he made a mistake by sparring everybody. That's why nobody want to fight him. Do you feel as though you shouldn't spar a lot of people, saying that like your hand speed and knowing what you're doing in the ring? Do you feel as though like you shouldn't spar a lot of people you see as good competition in about 3 years that you might face? You think you should stay away from sparring those type of people?
Yeah, definitely. I made that mistake too coming
Oh,
into
see.
the amateurs. You know, like when I first started boxing, I made that same mistake. Like we was sparring everybody in my weight class, and it was like my first year of boxing. It was super hard to get a fight. Like
Mm.
we had to go all the way up to Philly to go fight, and then that fight ended up not going through. So it was just like you can't spar everybody. You know, I mean, I suggest spar somebody bigger, spar somebody with more, spar somebody that's better than you, that's in a bigger weight class. That'll make you better. It'll keep you mentally sharp because he's bigger, he's stronger. You're not gonna want to get hit. So even though you want the planes to be
Oh, shoot. Thank you. Kick homie out. Here he is. There you are.
everything good.
Yeah, you good. I don't know what happened. It kicked you out,
All right.
probably.
Yeah, I was just saying that like in the pros, it's probably not the best thing to do. You know, especially if you coming up. You know, if
Mm-hmm.
you want to come up, nah. Maybe if you up there already and you see somebody like somebody that's young and hungry, you could spar because you ain't gotta fight him. You know, you
Right.
the big dog. You know, so
Well, what's the biggest weight class that you sparred?
uh, I mean, sparring could be like people gotta understand when we spar, it's not all the time all out war. You know, sometimes
Oh,
you just drilling with certain people. Like I done drill with Edgar Berlanga. Like we done had straight jab sessions.
it's a
You
big boy.
know, yeah, he big, and I had jab sessions with him. You know, he fight at what 65,
168. I think
yeah,
175.
668.
175.
But like my last sparring partner for my pro debut, he was he was probably like little more than 150. You
That's
know,
what's up.
yeah.
That's what's
So
up.
it's not like I can handle myself in the ring with anybody. You know, I got
Hmm.
the ring IQ, ring generalship. You know, to be in there with everybody. I sparred Richardson Hitchens. We get great with Richardson Hitchens. Um, yeah,
Yeah, I seen the picture with you and Richardson Hitchens, man. Richardson Hitchens is a very good boxer. You know what I'm saying? So I bet that was good work too. That's why I knew that was a hard question for me to ask you about
yeah.
who gave you the best work. But being that you from Brick City, you know what I'm saying, and your first fight was there and your first pro debut. Like, how did you feel the audience was accepting you? Because I'm telling you, I was in the building and it didn't seem like it was your first fight at all. Like just by the crowd before you walked out there, before you threw a punch, it did. It seemed like half the crowd was there for you.
Yeah, yeah. I feel as though I've been saying this like within the lead up of my pro debuts. Like I feel as though I was the most anticipated amateur coming into the pro game. And like it showed. I had a huge crowd there. And it was just a third bout, like just imagine if I was able to get the sixth bout or the seventh bout, like more people would have been there. Like you would have seen a lot of the people, like most of the people that came out to support me. But it meant a lot just to have my friends, family, supporters there just cheering me on and being able to experience that with me. It was definitely a memorable night, and it's just like I said, it was really a dream come true.
Yeah, nights you'll never forget, day you never
Right,
forget.
exactly.
And, who would you say is like the top fighters in your weight class right now? It's your first, it's your pro debut, so what you say should shouldn't really hurt nobody's feelings. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. Now the top fighters in my weight class right now, definitely in a way, and I like another fighter from Philly. I spar him a lot too. He's sharp. I feel like he people gonna know about him the more fights that he gets. His name Christian Cardo. He's sharp, super
what's his
sharp. He
name
just
again?
fought on Christian Cardo.
Christian Carter. Okay,
Yeah, he
bet.
just fought on Jerron in his card. A lot of people don't know about him because he don't have that many fights. But if he was to fight somebody like in a way or something there, they'll be able to see his true skills.
Mm,
He's another top fighter. I think he's probably one of the best fighters. He's just not known yet. But the one that's known is I feel like in a way, just because he torching guys right now.
right. Yeah, he is. He is. That Neri fight was pretty interesting though. And Neri
Yeah, it was.
caught him with a little hook and set him down for a little bit. He went to the corner talking and came out firing. I said, yeah, it's a good fight.
Yeah.
It's a good fight. But what's I about to ask you? What's the top fights that you want to see either coming up in boxing? It could be any weight class. Cause I know one fight that I was dying to see, and I'm mad that I probably can't see it. Is I call it the Battle of the Davids. I want to see David Morrell versus David Benavidez. That's like one of the best fights that I would like to see. Is any fight that you would love to see right now?
Yeah, I definitely my top of the list is Shakur Tank. That's my
That's fire, right?
that's the one I want to see. Just because it's just like it's something that we say in the gym. It's like everybody a dog until you got another dog in front of you. So it's
Yeah.
just like seeing a dog versus another dog. It's gonna be like I already know it's gonna be a crazy fight. And I
Yes.
really hope they fight more than one time. I'm not gonna lie, like that's something I want to see 3 or 4 times. Um, and I also want to see Terrence and Canelo. That's another fight I want to
Everybody
see.
want to see that fight. Everybody
Yeah, I
want
want to see that
to.
fight.
You want to see what's going to happen with Canelo, with how you going to deal with Terrence IQ and power and just different style. Yeah,
Exactly.
everybody want to see that. Yo, that's some that's real talk right there.
Yeah, like
But
that fight right there. I feel like that'd be legendary fight. People gonna talk about that fight for years to come.
it's my
Oh, I,
memorabilia from your fight.
I
My ginger ale is not look. It's not nothing but ginger ale. But one thing I did wanted to ask though. Oh, I did want to say that they just said on, I think it was Fanon's channel yesterday, uh, that Shakur and one of Tank's coaches, Keith Kenny, was on. They said they're going to fight next year in 2025. So hopefully we'll get Tank and Shakur next year, right? And that'll be some fire that we get. Like, I still want the Battle of the Davids. That could be the top
yeah,
three fights that I want. Is that fight, the Battle of the Davids, and Canelo versus Bud. But salute to you. I'm glad that you came in here and you blessed the channel. I wanted to share something that I seen that you had on your IG and let everybody see it. body work and the defense. Though. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That was it for your pro debut, and I see Top Rank chimed in and said that's how you enter the pro ranks. Yeah, that's how you do it.
Yeah.
That's how you do it right there, yo. I wanted to salute you for blessing my channel and coming through and salute Ashley's Corner. I appreciate you. Salute
Nah,
to you.
thank you for having me.
Anything you would like to say to your fans before we end this interview, Miss Locke?
Yeah, just keep stay updated with my journey. My pro debut was a glimpse of the future. I feel as though I'm gonna make a big name for myself in the sport of boxing, and you're gonna hear about me, later down the line if you keep up with me or not. And I'm just, keep your eye out for me. That's it.
Right. All of well, not all of, but his IG is in the link in the description and his YouTube page. Sub to the
Thank
YouTube
you. Appreciate
to his
that.
YouTube page and follow his IG, man. Yo, don't miss the train because we ain't coming back.
Yeah,
Peace.
right, right.
You to everybody, yo, that came in the building. We is out
Hey,
of here.